So today I bring you a much anticipated video about this. It's called Fablehaven. Alright, so it looks like it's by Brandon Mull. I have never read this book, and I've never seen it before, but I'm gonna tell you what it's about. Or try to, and then when I read it, I'll get back to you, and then we can decide if I'm really a genius or not. And if I need some assistance, I'll look at chapter titles so that we can kind of move forward with the plot and stuff without actually creating an entire plot. Alright, so as we can see on the cover, we have a very scary old man. It might be a woman, and there are a lot of pixies or fairies and some rats, and that old man-woman is obsessing over a rope with some knots, and they're sitting in a window frame, so I'm not really sure what to make of this, but I promised answers, so I'm gonna give them to you, no matter how ridiculous or fake they may be. It's a lucky book that can hold this kind of story. What? That is so deep. I need to write that on a pillow. Or cross-stitch it. If I write it, it might come out right away. Yeah, maybe something more permanent. I'm guessing so far, oh, maybe I shouldn't read the back. I could just read the summary to you on the back. Nope, not gonna look at it. So what I'm guessing so far is that this is the story about an old dwarf lady who finds a long rope and decides that the only way that she can summon the pixies is by tying knots in the rope and then keeping it as a pet. And she feeds it rats because sometimes she gets confused and thinks it's a snake. The reason why they're sitting in a window frame sill on a stump is because she lives in the hole in the ground. Ooh, she's a hobbit. A very confused hobbit. I think that makes perfect sense. And this is book 1. I've heard there's 5 books. So, I can't wait to tell you about book 2. I'm just gonna read some of the chapter titles, assuming this even has chapter titles. Ooh, Haunted Mansion. Aha! We have a list of contents. Wow. Isn't this exciting? They knew I was gonna do whatever this is that I'm doing. From Mary, who made writing possible. Mary, whoever you are, thank you for making writing possible. Chapter 1, a mandatory vacation, where the old hobbit lady realizes she's insane and needs a, what's it called, sabbatical. So she goes to Mordor, where she finds a rope. Ah, see, chapter 2, collecting clues. Obviously this rope is a clue in some kind of murder or snake, mafia, I don't know. Chapter 3, the Ivy Shack. Well, obviously, she's sitting in the window of the Ivy Shack. Does that make any sense? There's no ivy. I could be wrong on that one. That's the only thing that I've gotten wrong so far though, so we're doing pretty good. The hidden pond. Aren't ponds always hidden though? There's never really a pond, just right out in the open. The pond! I knew it wasn't hidden today. Chapter 5, Journal of Secrets. Ooh, this is where it gets juicy. This is where the witch tells us, did I just call her a witch? Spoilers! Maddox. I'm hoping that's how you pronounce it. This is the chapter where Maddoxes rain from the sky. I don't know what a Maddox is. Prisoner in a jar. This could go in all sorts of directions. Are we talking about a goldfish? Are we talking about dirt? Retaliation. The snake rope fights back. It does not like being tied in knots, evidently. Hugo. That guy from Hugo. That movie. It's him. He guest stars. Midsummer Eve. There's gonna be a lot of Shakespeare in that one. Aftermath. The old hobbit lady goes to school and then she takes a math class, and then this chapter is what happens after that because it's mentally draining. Inside the barn. There's a cow and a horse and a goat. An unexpected message. Trolling for Grandpa. That should be a book. That should be a separate book. Trolling for Grandpa. How to troll your grandchildren. Step 1. Tell them you have no candy. When in fact, you do. The Far Side of the Attic. Ooh, horror film about a boy who lives in an attic, but only on one side. And he never ventures over to the other side because I can't tell you anymore. I'm sorry. The Forgotten Chapel. A Desperate Gamble. Gambling is wrong. Kids, why do they even have this in a children's book? I'm outraged. Farewell to Fablehaven. Oh, we're leaving? I guess I don't even really know what Fablehaven is yet, but it's kind of like too soon to say goodbye. And then there's Acknowledgements, which is obviously where the witch, hobbit, old lady, man, dwarf acknowledges all her past wrongs, her or his. And it's also where the snake rope acknowledges that it is in fact a rope and not a snake, and it leaves the snake mafia. So that's pretty much what you can expect, and definitely what I'm going to expect from Fablehaven, Book 1. As I said, I have not opened this book, I have not read a single word other than the contents, meaning the chapter list, not the actual contents like the entire book, no. This is just like a rough guess. So anyways, I'll read this book and then put my actual thoughts in the second part of this video. Thanks for doing this was fun. If you want to read along with me, I don't know where you find this book because I've never seen it before in my life and it's not sold in regular stores. Thanks for watching. I hope this was informative. It was, I know it was, but you know, I'm always hoping. Well, I'm going to sign out by putting this book right in front of the lens and then I'm going to disappear. Okay, here we go. Bye!